It just looks like you're not.
I totally screwed up. I thought we were broadcasting this whole time because I'm using both the Twitch and now I'm screwed up. All right, we're only 124 kilometers away. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Intrepid Dawn. My name is Captain Katarn. So sorry about that. I thought we were broadcasting before because I'm simulcasting this on Twitch and on YouTube, and I messed up because I didn't click the little box to start the broadcast as soon as it gets the information. So I'm sitting here talking, and I'm like, why is nobody watching? And that's why. My bad. So welcome, guys. We're doing the Rags to Riches story, and I'm flying the MISC Freelancer. I'm here with Shadow. What's up, Shadow? He's my co-pilot on this adventure. As you can see, we're both in here in the Reliant. We're gonna make a pickup here. I'm gonna buy some minerals, fill them up in the ship, and then we're gonna go over to the other side and do a mission for him. We're having kind of a good time with this. I hope you guys are having a good New Year. Again, sorry about that. I've been broadcasting for about 15 minutes, and I just realized that YouTube wasn't actually. Yeah, hey, so all of a sudden the chat's starting to come alive. I'm like, why is nobody talking? It all makes sense. The best way to make money. Shadow's actually pretty much an expert on that, so he can tell you.
It's trading, honestly. Trading is the only way really to make money here. You can do some missions, like mercenary missions, but they only give you maybe 600 tops.
Yeah, they're not even worth the fuel that you would use in the repairing on your ship right now. And you said it's because they're trying to focus on trading or bug fixing, right? So right now, space trucking really is the best way to make money in Star Citizen, but really, Star Citizen is what you make of it. I mean, it's a sandbox. You don't have to do any of this. The only thing that you need to do is have enough of a money supply to repair and refuel your ships now that it's consistent. But even with the insurance claims, I guess you could probably get around that, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, since there's no... Actually, it might be profitable to be a pirate right now.
Right.
Since everyone's doing trading, I could just shoot you out the sky as soon as you pick up your package here.
Right.
And then pick up the boxes. Since that technically works right now, but...
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of different options. And here I am flying. We're going actually to this Arc Corp because I noticed that the Laren site is booming at Port Olisar, at least on Strut A. So I'm going to definitely go back to Strut A to sell. I hope.
Or using the thing I gave you?
No, I didn't pull it up yet. I need to do that. Sure. I have so many windows open, I forgot everything.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
Bad.
No, you're good.
Hope everyone's having a happy New Year. It looks like we just hit the New Year's Eve on U.S. Central Time Zone. So, yay. You made it to 2018. The world didn't end. You have to go to work on Tuesday. I'm very sorry to be the first one to tell you that this year, but there it is. Alright, we're about 35 kilometers out, and you can see that the gravity and the small atmosphere is starting to make the craft fairly unstable. Bouncing around a good bit, and I'm going to start to pull back on the throttle. Take it down to about 25% or so. I do have a hands-on stick and throttle, and it's awesome. I totally recommend one of these. I have an X56 from, I guess it's called Cytec now. No, who is it? Logitech? Did they buy it out?
Logitech, yeah.
Yeah. It was Cytec when I bought it. Might even still have their branding on it.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so I've overshot. Oh, geez. Full power in the engines.
We're fine, we're fine.
No, we're not fine. Not fine. I just totally overshot and we bounced off the surface of the planet. Let's see how badly we're messed up.
No, we're probably not at all. They turned off collision damage right now.
Yeah. Alright, now I need to find it. Can you see the outpost?
There it is.
There it is.
Front.
Yeah, 7 kilometers away. So what we learned from this is, one, don't let the captain pilot. You know, much better in a leadership role. But secondly, start slowing down way before 30 kilometers if you're coming in at full speed, because your little thrusters on your ship cannot keep up with that. There it is. All right, so hopefully we're okay. Let's take a look. Yeah, everything seems to be there, but like they said, they turned that off because they're not focused on that right now. All right, so I'm bringing it back down. We're actually going to land this on a pad. I usually don't do this, but it'd be kind of fun. So let's go ahead.
Well, the reason they turned off collision damage was because everyone in the PTU, they were they were basically crashing constantly. Like, if you landed it even the slightest bit, you would basically be destroyed.
Right.
Alright, you're good to land.
Alright, thank you. And Happy New Year to you guys. Hey, what's up, Pims the Great, Chemistry Guy, good to see you, Lord Chicken, Fire, what is my chat is cut off there. Fire Fist, good to see you, Bob the Builder, all you guys, really appreciate you all. Especially for coming out here on a New Year's Day and watching this. Most of my views typically come from replays, so I didn't expect anyone to watch this live. Alright, here we go. Go ahead and level out the ship. Alright, we're perfectly level now. Go ahead and put down the landing gear. And we're gonna land.
Landing successful.
Here we go. Another happy landing, Captain. So we'll go ahead and turn the engines off, power off, and we'll open the exterior. After you, sir. Oh, you're already out.
Yeah.
Right. So here we are. I have landed successfully. Do we have any ship damage? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so I'm glad they turned off collision or we'd be dead. So that was our first new mistake today.
Yeah.
Let's double check this one. Is the one we want? Yep, this is storage.
Yeah, I think so.
Right, we want the storage one.
Yeah.
Alright, so come on in. Are you coming in or are you staying out there?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm just stuck.
Shit, sorry. I already
You're good.
did the airlock. Alright, so in here we got a guy who clearly it's cold. Got holes in his shirt or whatever. What's going on? Okay, he's not talking to me right now. So. Be too cold for him to speak. So we'll select a location. My Reliant core. What do they have here? Oh yeah, they have the Laranite for 33 AUC.
Wow. I actually might have to do this.
Oh yeah. So I filled the full SCU. I have 3 AUC left. So yeah, but I filled all 4. I'm gonna be freaking rich. Here. This is the kind of stuff that you need to find. When you see something that's trading for a ton, you need to jump on that. So I'll tell you what. Whoa! Spun around in the air. Are you able to spawn your ship? You can't spawn ground ships here, can you?
From here? No. I can get a ground ship, yeah.
Okay, I can come back for you. But I want to get this in before the price changes. Unless you...
I gotta figure out where I can spawn ships from.
Here, it's the blue building. So, where's the other? There, it's over here. It's the far one out there. In my direction. Yeah, you can spawn your ship. I'll be back for you. So which one are you going to?
I'm going to probably Aston Ridge Emergency Shelter.
Okay, well I will meet you there. So here guys, as you can see, my cargo is now full of this precious mineral. Is selling for almost 100 AUC per at Port Olisar, at least on Strut A. So is it the same on all the struts now, or do they still have variances?
It should be the same, but they do kind of have variants of buying.
Now this time, and that's a bug too, so they'll work on that with the heads-up displays. This time I'm going straight to flight ready, which means I can take off. So if you're in a hurry, this is the way to go.
Systems on. Landing gear up.
All right. So we are going to Port Olisar again. So we're going right back. Go ahead and set that as our destination. Right. All right. So now it's just a matter of finding Port Olisar, which looks like it's. Unfortunately, way under there. We're gonna burn for deep space. make sure that we're, yeah. Happy New Year, Brian. Alright, so then once we get up here, we should be able to make that jump to Port Olisar once I can see it. And see, it's way down there, but it's obstructed by the planet. So it really pays for me just to burn for deep space as hard as I can. Once we break the atmosphere, or what little atmosphere there is, and get away from the gravity pool, I should be able to go significantly faster, and then we can make our jump there. And I'm gonna be rich. I'm hoping. This is kind of like when you get all excited as a small entrepreneur and your first transaction goes well, and you're like, I can do this. Because I'll tell you, being self-employed, because I had my own computer business for a while, is a scary, scary thing. At least if you come from a place like myself where you were relying on a paycheck previously, it'd be a little scary. Take a look. So, as you can see, we are burning away from the planet. No load screens. This is not No Man's Sky. In fact, Shadow has a ground vehicle, and if I was close enough to the ground, I could actually see him, just like you could on a plane. If you look down and see a highway and you can see the cars moving and stuff like that, I'd be able to see him in real time. They don't fake anything. Awesome. This is the MISC Reliant core. This is an advanced starter ship, so to speak. Alright, so let's go ahead and check. I think we should be able to make the jump now. We sure can. I've cleared the planet. Death Star has cleared the planet, and let's go to warp. Right. So we are here. We've made it to Port Olisar. I'm going to orient myself with it. About 3K out, so I'm coming in. Make sure we're on the right side. I don't think we are. Just go ahead and spin around. Whoa, what just happened? Did I hit somebody? That was weird. Maybe I hit one of the side antennas I couldn't see. Alright, here's Port Olisar. Trying to find the pads. Alright, so they're here. Let's try to go for that C strut. It's D strut. Let's go for A, because that's where I was before, and I know that they had a good price for our precious cargo. So I'll go ahead and stay on A. I'm going to go ahead and stop. And now I'm going to palm them to get a landing permission. Now it's very important because they handle all the traffic. If you land without getting permission, you actually become a criminal. And since I'm already kind of criminal-like, don't want to do any more.
Landing gear down.
Alright, so we'll switch our landing gear down. And there we go. They have assigned us this pad. Looks like A05 or 08. I'm going to bring us in nice and tight, and then I'm going to let their Port Olisar automated ship guidance take me down.
Auto land on.
There we go. And we're good. Another happy end.
Landing successful.
Right.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Engine off. Power off. Open the exterior. So what's going on, Shadow? Did you make it over there?
No, it's gonna take forever to get there.
Okay, well then I'm gonna pick you up. So go ahead and go back. I just landed at Olisar. I'll come back and get you.
Alright, look about.
Sorry about that, man.
No, I got like one click away.
Alright, so there she is. MISC Reliant core. Still in one piece, even though I should be dead. Yay. Yay, testing. Alright, so it looks like the airlock is over here. There's a lot of people that are going to be really happy to see this. Oh, thank you, Rowan. Was not aware of that. I do have a Big Benny shirt. I'm really proud of it. I wore it to work once and nobody knew what it was. Right, so we're going to sell. Reliant core. So, yeah, see, now they're paying 72 for it. So that's still an amazing price. And I just made 26,000. Alright, got it. Let's see. Just want to see what else they're saying. So I guess the price that's on here is not actually the price that they'll buy it for you, because like you can still buy it from the station for 92, but the station is making money on it too because they only bought it from me for 74. So I mean that is a really, really, really profitable trade route.
Profitable.
Yeah, so we're gonna go back and I'm gonna fill it up again, and then you can get your cargo as well. So we'll go do that again. That was fantastic. Two more loads, honey, and I'll be able to retire. Promise. Thanks, Pims. Yeah, I mean it's basically a flying Delta wing. You're right about that. I actually kind of wish it would fly fast in its landing configuration, because I think that looks cool too.
And it goes actually decent. Well, it used to go a decent amount of speed.
Yeah, they changed it up. Alright, we're gonna enter the pilot seat again. We're gonna make another run back out there. So, pick him up. Go ahead and close up the exterior. And we'll go straight to flight ready because we have somebody waiting for us. And I'm launching.
Captain MISC coming today.
Right.
Systems on. Shield charge complete.
Alright, so we're good. Looks like systems check worked out. Let's go ahead and go to Yela. Set as destination. Go. Yela, however you say it. And of course I don't see it now. Where is it? I don't think it took. Oh, it did. It just says it's obstructed. That's really weird. Boosting away. I should be able to see it on the map. Ooh. Almost blacked out there. Okay, so I think I'm bugged. I can't actually see where I'm supposed to be quick traveling to. Alright, so it's not this moon apparently, because I can't go there. Let me try this again. Try something else. There it is. Alright, I finally got that little pip back. Perfect.
Quantum travel engaged.
Alright, so this ship does have enough of agility that it can black you out and red you out pretty easily. It's taking quite a few G's on that. Alright, so we're back. And once again, we're going to the Arcorp mining area, which is now 8,000 kilometers away. So let's go to OEM 1.
Quantum travel engaged.
There we go.
Complete.
I think a couple more of those things that we just did. Go OEM 3 now.
Quantum travel engaged.
A couple more runs like that, and we should be able to move up to a freelancer. Basically, I set myself a goal that I have to have 100,000 in cash before I move up to a freelancer. It's like buying one, and then I have to have 1 million in cash before I'm going to allow myself to. All right, so we're about 400k away from Arcorp. Coming in now, hard burn. And then I have to have myself have 1 million credits before I'm allowed to move up to a Starfarer, because at that point it should be pretty easy to make money. The only thing that gets harder is that once they fully put in that pirating and interdiction system, is I'm gonna have to start paying mercenaries to take me, right?
Not really at the moment. The interdiction system's kind of the biggest problem of interdiction is hyperdrive. If you can hyperdrive before they can actually do anything to you, then an interdiction means absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Plus cruise, you can immediately go to cruise. There's so many problems with interdiction at the moment, and there's not a lot we can do at the moment.
Right, but I'm saying once that gets fixed, if you're gonna run a high value target like a Starfarer, you'd probably want to hire a crew to help you get there. Sure. Yeah. So I mean, then you have those kind of costs too, which is kind of neat. So I mean, this is almost like a business simulator as well, because you have to think about it. You're gonna need crew to help run your ships. You're gonna need, whether that's people or NPCs, you got to pay them in some way, or if they're friends and they do it for free, that's okay, but it has its costs too. Just a lot to it. And I mean, and there's going to be planetary bases. It's just going to be fantastic. I mean, everything that they have wanted to do for this game, 3.0 is really the thing that says, hey, we can do this. We have the people, we have the time, and we're gonna get it done. So this is the first time that I've been like, wow, this is going to happen, whereas before I kind of like, sold it based on dreams and whatnot. Alright, I'm about 250 kilometers away. And the music is just perfect because it's so gorgeous. We fly through here. Yeah, I really wish we could fly it with it's flat, but on the cards for this design. It'd be kind of neat, especially if like the whole interior of it, the wing part, was like a crewable area. That'd be my own like mini Falcon. Which ship in Star Citizen do you think is the closest to the Millennium Falcon in your opinion? You there, Shadow?
Yeah, I'm still.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah, so I asked which ship was the closest to the Millennium Falcon in your opinion in Star Citizen?
Oh. Do you mean actually available, or?
Well, in general, whether it's in concept or whatever. Which, like, if you were looking for that Han Solo type of existence, what do you think would be the ship that you'd go to?
I would say the Banu Merchantman, maybe.
That's huge, though.
Yeah, but like if we're looking at the Millennium Falcon,
right?
It comparably to the size of the other crafts, it's relatively big. But if we're going to say like it's small, I would say probably a Cutlass. Cutlass is probably the only one that I would say it's close enough.
Yeah, I would say the Cutlass for sure because it has both cargo, defense. It looks like it's beat up. It's kind of a piece of junk because that's what all the Drake is. You didn't pay for all that luxury. You just got a ship. Oh, here's another little immersion thing. Check this out. Over here, you can see the swirls on the glass from where somebody was cleaning the cockpit glass, and up here too. And they didn't do a very good job. And this pisses me off. My wife does this all the time in her car. She'll be driving and it'll be foggy, and she'll just use her hand to wipe it, and then it'll make me. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. Because then this is what happens. So clearly, we need to invest in the better cleaning solution. But that's the little things, the little immersion that like brings you back. It's pretty cool. Alright. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Also, we're going into the night side now, so if you remember last time we were here, it was daylight. So there is a day-night cycle in that the planet rotates. This isn't the skybox. This is so cool. No other game like that.
It looks beautiful on the ground. Like, there's a beautiful rainbow. Looking at the rings, I guess, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait to get down there, and we can actually watch the sunrise too. If it's not going to take too long.
It'll take forever.
Okay, so we'll just pick you up and go to your place. All right, I'm 40k away, so I learned from last time. I have gone back down to 0 throttle. We've got thrusters full reverse, Do we lock in the auxiliary power? Once I get control of it. Okay, so we're under control now. Better. Now I can ease back on the throttle and bring it in. Wish there was a way to turn on the lights, but I guess there's really nothing for the lights to reflect off of right now, so I still wouldn't see anything.
Yeah.
Alright, so there he is. I'm going back up to full power. About 22k out. We're gonna come in a much more controlled landing this time. Start aiming above it, and you can see that my ship is getting jostled around a good bit by the atmosphere. Okay, now I'm gonna apply some afterburner again. Get us back up to speed. 17k, and here, I'm gonna fire my guns. Can you see my guns firing?
No, you're 15k out from me. It's like...
I don't know what the draw distance is on weapons.
That would be...
Now I'm about 10k out. Alright, 5k out. Pull it back. Start to come back on the stick. You can see the lights out there too. That's where we're going. How cool is that? Alright, full reverse. Burning it back down. Happy New Year, Death Trooper Captain. Good to have you on the stream. You guys, if any of you are sponsors of the channel, there is a new emote that you can use. Type :Imperial or :Intrepid Imperial, and it will put it out there for you. It'll be an Imperial symbol. It's pretty cool. Alright, so here we are. I'm gonna want to land here again. Let's get permission to land so that we're not having any issues. Hailing the station.
I don't know if you need permission for these.
See, I don't know either, but I didn't want to have it land and not register my ship. Alright, because for a while there that was actually an issue. Now I think that we're pretty good with the horizon. We'll switch over to landing mode. Okay. Now we'll bring it down. Nighttime landing. In the center of the pad.
Landing successful.
There we go. Not bad. Turn off that engine. Turn off that power. Open it up.
You should unlock also.
Alright. Oh.
Oh no, don't worry about it.
So you can open it, you mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, never mind.
Okay, yeah, I will definitely do that when we come back. So, over here we have cargo terminal. I'm going to fill us up again. Just make sure the price hasn't changed. Storage. We gotta go pick up his mission. And as you can see, we made quite a bit of money. My balance is 26,000. Yep, they're selling it for 37. That's even better. So we're gonna double our money again. This one cost a little more. The price went up slightly. This last time I was able to fill my ship for 12,000. This time I had to pay 14. Alright, I'm coming out. And which one are we going to for your pickup?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Wait, sorry, what's up?
Which outpost are we going to for you?
Let me look at the ground. Austin Ridge Emergency Shelter.
Okay. You'll have to direct me up into space.
Just look directly at the ground, like straight down. You'll see
okay.
Benson Mining Outpost, and
Yeah, I
then
see
look
it.
to the right of it. You'll see Austin.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. So we've got a full ship on cargo. He'll be able to place the cargo, I think, on top of it, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah, I can place it in. You're good.
So go ahead and close it up.
As long as we close it.
Oh, so we have jumped back in. Let's let's go ahead and do a quick flight ready and get out of here because I'd like to be vulnerable in the ship.
Hello. How can MISC help you today?
Oh, and check that out too. We just left the lights, so you can see a bit of the sunrise over here. Okay. Can you see any of the orbital satellites from here?
No.
Crap. All right, so I'm gonna burn for space. So let's do a hard burn, 90 degrees up. All right, and that way we'll be able to traverse the planet faster. Might be a little bit easier if I put us into the right mode to do this. There we go. Now I got the threat. Let's take a look. Clearing the planet. Nice. Going at a weird angle. Figure this out.
Yeah, it's alright.
You're looking at it in third person, like, what is he doing? Alright, let's take a look. So, for some reason, after you launch there, I don't think I've ever seen the satellites again. It's kind of annoying. Have you?
Basically you have to see them from outer space. It's kind of, you have to go outer space and then come back in.
Okay, so I have to really do a hard burn for space.
Yeah, basically you have to be at the rings.
Well, we're not far away from that.
No, yeah.
There we go. We're starting to get the space dust, so we've cleared the atmosphere. Awesome. Now, I really wish I could see all of my fuel statistics in this, but we can't quite yet. So, and in some of the other ships, though. Alright, here we go. So, tell me, where do you think the, where do you think it is?
The what? The jump?
Yeah, the place we gotta go to. Trying to see.
It's only the other side of the planet, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna go in this direction. We'll go out towards the ring. Full speed.
Yeah.
As soon as I don't hear the thrusters anymore, I can let go of it. Good. We're traveling probably max speed.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. See, that's how I kind of want the ship to be. Actually, if you look at my stream right now, this is how I think it should be. I think it should be flat, you know, for that, and have the engines flip around instead. I think it looks way cooler like that, but I realize then the car goes all over the place, but I mean, it's space. You've got gravity plating and all that, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I would have liked that better. In fact, that's what I thought it was whenever I initially bought the concept, and then I was kind of disappointed. Very cool.
Well, you gotta think like, if you think of Boba Fett's ship,
Mm-hmm.
you know how, in actuality, I think we only ever see it face upwards, inside the ship,
Right.
where he's sitting down. But you have to realize that he has to walk through all of that while it's sideways.
It's true.
And then he has to sit down sideways. He has to lay his back on the wall or the floor just to like get it working properly. And we're like Obi-Wan, where all we have to do is sit down and go straight. So we have that circle around us. It'd be cool if this was like that. I wish they do that. That'd be nice. Have like I don't know what it's called, the hyperdrive jumper or something like that.
Yeah. That would be kind of cool. I mean, the hyper ring that they connect into. Yeah. All right. So we're doing this now. Let me go ahead and point back down towards the planet a little bit. And what was the name of the shelter? Aston Ridge?
Yeah, it's still on the other side of the planet.
Okay, so we're gonna go this way. Now that I have the right bearing, we can burn this way. We're redding out because all the blood is running into my head.
Yeah, we're going one way while we're trying to go another at the moment.
Yeah, this is Newtonian physics, so there's no immediate direction change. It's not like Star Wars, which is basically atmospheric flight in space. This is actually way more, I guess, physics-based simulated. Object in motion.
It does a good job, and
Yeah.
no one really complains about it. But everyone says, when you go in the atmosphere, it's super floaty. Which
It's supposed to be. I think that's by design, right?
no, that's not by design. That's just kind of
Oh,
accidentally
crap. And here I thought that if I held down Alt, I could do free look, but apparently that doesn't work. It's almost crashed us.
Because everyone thinks that like these things have propulsion to get us off the
Yeah.
planet, but then they don't. Like they go, well, obviously it shouldn't be an amazing way to fly in the planet. But they don't realize that obviously anything that can get us off the planet
Mm-hmm.
can fly in any direction on the planet.
Right. Is he the free look? Yeah.
Yeah, Z's pretty.
Alright, let me turn off the...
Sounds like I'm drunk right now.
I can't turn off my light.
Oh, you can't do it since you're sitting in your chair.
That's something we got.
You can go to your options and then go to controls, and you can change it from there.
Cool. Let that go, and now we're just gonna look around at our systems. So the cool part is here we can like actually adjust our systems. All these buttons work. Like I could open the exterior right now. Won't, but we'll unlock the ship though for you. Unlock the ship, and then over here we can change our shields. See, I'm changing the power to the shields in a certain direction, and it actually works. Back to 100%. If I turned off the power on this monitor, we would actually lose power, so do that.
Yeah, if you hit the power button, I wish they would fix that because like it says power, and that's such a misleading fucking button. Honestly, that button shouldn't be there at all.
Right.
Yeah, because you have the fucking. So there's a button on the monitor to turn it off, and then there's a button above the monitor to turn it off.
Right. Now you said it was Aston Ridge?
Yeah, Aston.
Yeah, Aston Ridge Emergency Shelter. There it is. It's about 500 kilometers away. I think it's on this side of the planet. No? I can't really tell, so we'll find out pretty soon.
Maybe. Except, I think my mission just disappeared.
Oh no. Not do it in time?
I might not have done it in time.
Do you have anything else you can pick up here?
That's shitty.
Alright, so while we're waiting for that, I'm going to set course for Port LSR. And that's kind of cool that it's showing me where it is. Unfortunately, it's on the other side of the planet, of course. So we're having like actual, real space logistics issues right now. So a couple more.
Really.
I'm so
That
sorry.
was the only one
about
that was like worth 2,000 or 200.
I'm so sorry, man. That's my fault for running back and selling it because I was all excited.
Yeah, man.
Right. Let me take a look down here. Port LSR is still locked. So we're gonna fly this way for a couple minutes and then we'll be able to get there. So the other thing that's cool about Star Citizen is everything has a time sync component to it. And not just to keep you playing, but it actually makes it all worth it. For example, it's gonna take up to 8 minutes to fly between the planets. Right now, everything that we're flying to is basically a moon of Crusader, which is that huge gas giant out there. But there are other planets in the system that revolve around the star out there, and they're going to be like 8-minute trips, so it's not a trivial thing. It's not like, oh, like right now I'm just doing these local cargo runs. It's going to be like, I'm picking this up, and I've got a delivery over in, you know, what are the other planets called? Hurston or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to Hurston. It's not a trivial matter, so I'm not just going to, you know, load up and go and it's something that you have to plan out, and maybe you actually want to have people fly with you, because if you were to get blown up or killed, it'd probably be a massive loss of both time and investment in the game. So things like that give it actual meaning. I totally love that. Let's take a look. Olisar is almost clear. Are you able to see it from your vantage point? If you look down.
Olisar?
Yeah.
No. I can't see it.
It doesn't give you the triangles that I have.
Yeah, it gives me the triangles, but I just can't see them because
See?
names are popping up, so I don't know
Yeah, it's right at my.
what's what.
All right, so now I'm gonna come down a little bit and see how we're doing. All right, it's still out there.
Oh, you're talking about like no, I don't get those. I only get the ones that are on the planet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to see, as soon as we clear the planet, this is kind of like why the Death Star didn't kill the rebels immediately. A lot of people were like, that's a huge plot hole. Like, one, you can't really blow up a gas giant. It doesn't necessarily work like that unless it's combustible. Two, that would probably destroy the Death Star.
All gases. Oh.
There's the noble gases.
So this is where I have to prove you wrong.
Okay.
So, so they shoot what, lasers, right? These are like ion lasers or something.
Something like that.
Um,
Turbo lasers.
and these things produce obvious heat, and they can destroy things like they did to the planets.
Right.
They shoot. Let's say they shoot a gas giant. There's only two things that could happen:
Okay.
a black hole or a sun. Those are the only two things that can happen. Or maybe, yeah, I think those are the only two things that can happen. They were far enough away to where neither of those things would really destroy it immediately. It's like, definitely could have done it.
See, this is the kind of deep talk that you guys can expect from us when we're doing space missions. Sitting in here, discussing African swallow could have taken, and coconut as well. But yeah, okay, so interesting. So they could have done it, but I mean, both of those situations don't end well for the Death Star.
No, yeah, well,
All right, Port Olisar
so
is
the sun
uncovered.
part. There's a couple more things with the sun. They can end up with like a dwarf sun. They can end up with a couple different suns that actually won't do anything to them. They just gotta hope it's not like a red
Red dwarf.
No, it's not a red dwarf. It's a red giant or something.
Yeah. Here we are coming in back to Port Olisar. I am going way too fast.
Like, if Port Olisar was the Death Star on
Yes.
this range,
Right.
and they shoot it at over there,
Okay.
they would immediately die no matter what it was.
Wow. And here we are on A strut. Let's go ahead and bomb them again.
But I think they were a lot farther. It's kind of jogging my memory. I don't really remember much of it.
Landing gear down.
Alright, so let's see, where were we assigned? Looks like our same spot. It's almost like they're expecting us. A08. Right, now take us in with my thrusters only. There's another Reliant core. Looks like
Autoland on.
we bought our ship from the same people.
Landing
Mixed
successful.
ships in that.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Alright, so we're here. Turn off that engine. Power off the ship. And open the exterior. Alright, so which cargo ship do you have? Do you have a cargo ship?
Quite a few actually. Do you want a small or a big one?
Oh, I mean, we can go with a smaller one. I mean, I have a Freelancer, I have a Starfarer, I have had a Caterpillar. Traded it. But it is kind of neat to see what we're doing here as far as... Let me turn off my light. It's kind of neat to see. I'm gonna wait for you in the airlock. Coming in.
Yeah, because I'm pretty low on oxygen. Got 24 minutes on it.
Nice. When you come in here, does it refresh automatically?
Yeah, it is.
Alright. Well, I'm going through the airlock now, so I'll see you on the other side. I was waiting for you, but I didn't see you.
I think I went to the different one.
Okay. Nice. Alright, so here we are. We're back, and I'm gonna sell the precious cargo and make, hopefully, a decent profit. Go ahead and sell from the Reliant core, Laranite. They're gonna buy it for 72 units, so I'm gonna make another 26,700 free credits. Got it.
Fat lips.
All right,
Who's
so we're
got hair?
up to 38.8. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see, what's their buy price still? I mean, that's probably the best that we could do right now. Maybe this Acurium. You know who sells that?
No.
I'm willing to try something different. Okay, so I just have to leave my ship there for it to despawn?
Maybe. It looks like my cutlasses aren't coming back, so I gotta re-bring those back.
Okay, so you have a cutlass. Let's see, what else do I have? Actually, I'm gonna go back over there and see if something like the Mustang Beta can actually take cargo.
Yeah, it can. Just not a lot. It's about the same. I think it's like either 4 or 5. It's like 4 or 6.
It probably can't be, because it doesn't give me the option. I can put the Anvil Hornet, and it can take 2 SCU. Cutlass Black can take 46, the Freelancer can take 66.
Oh, I'm thinking the Alpha. Sorry.
So Jorgi's probably can take it, but mine can't because the Beta has a bed. Crap, but that's also the starter ship, so I wanted to show you guys that. We can do the Aurora. Okay.
Yeah, Aurora can.
So, unfortunately, for some reason I have 2 Auroras. Like I said,
Yeah, I don't know why that's like a thing, but I've got 2 cutlasses. I think since there's probably something that they switched to an Aurora instead of one of the other loaner ships.
welcome to the stream, Kestrel. Year's new happy. Somebody's been drinking. Alright. Well, crap. Let's see. Do you just want to do an RSI Constellation Andromeda? I mean, we're doing the whole space trucker thing, but I also want to keep the stream fresh. So that.
We can do Caterpillar.
Okay, you have a Caterpillar?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll do the Caterpillar. All right, guys. So as you can see, I'll just pull up my Moby Glass again. So we started this with I think like 10,000, and now I'm up to almost 40,000. So you can see how you can work yourself up in Star Citizen. You have to take the missions. You have to try to figure out what gives you the best profit to move around, because there's money to be made. Now, Shadow is going to pull out a Caterpillar, which is one of the bigger ships, and it's pretty cool. Get to see that and work on that together.
So it's Laranite, right?
Right. Probably have to go to the same outpost.
Yeah. It's at 0-0. I think it's on the other side.
Yep, I'll meet you there. 0-0 is this way. Cycling. I can't wait until I have one of those RSI cameras and my eyes and everything track and my head track, so I can just look around in here and actually see in the game. That's going to be fantastic. Then I'll have to get used to not moving the mouse like that.
I don't know. I feel like that really only works good with VR, because... Or a big screen. Those are only 2 things it really works well with.
I have 3 screens here. I don't use it because I try to keep the 1080p for streaming. Alright guys, so this, let me just, sorry, I was totally duffed on the reveal there. Okay, so this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Drake Caterpillar. And just to give you the sense of scale, my character is a normal 6 foot tall male. In shape. So, nothing like me. But you can see it's 120 meters long, I think, something like that. Let me start to run a little faster. If you put this on an American football field, this would be longer than goalpost to goalpost. Just to give you a sense of scale. So when you think, oh man, they just completed the 30-yard pass, that's really big. No. Not at all.
You know?
Hold on, I'll be right there. Sorry. Oh, did they add ways to open the ship from outside?
No.
I just opened up one of your doors.
Wait, what?
I just opened your door on the side. Go look at it. Is it open?
Not open.
Not open? It was opening for me.
Oh yeah, I can see they did add that. They probably did open, but you know, not the juice game.
Yeah, they're currently having some issues there.
Yeah, with these doors could be kind of annoying.
Let me get out. Let me get you out. Let me get out of the way because I think you're the only one that can do it. All right, so we have a elevator that gets us in. So here we are. Let me turn on my light. This is kind of very Nostromo's feeling from Alien. Got that, you know, military look to it. It's pretty cool, actually. And then here we have all the cargo bays. Frame rate's actually pretty good today, so I'm pretty pleased with this. Just knowing that it's only going to get better is amazing. So he has tons of cargo. How many SCU can this hold, do you know?
Like 600?
600
or something like that.
Okay, so just to put that in perspective, this holds, let's say, 600 SCU. My MISC Reliant core holds 4. Okay, I mean, like, 4. So the way that you get rich in this game is to build yourself up as a shipping baron and then get to the point that you're reliably able to make full stock runs with these ships, and you would be, you know, you'd be set. Now, obviously, that's not the only way that you can play Star Citizen, so I don't want anyone to think that. But it's just one of the ways. Here we go, we're back. I'm going to turn off the... And again, you can see we have weapons racks, so that'll be where you're storing your stuff. We will actually have to use those because you can't... In the future, you won't be able to get in the pilot seat with a gun on your back. Here we have the engineering section with our massive engines, reactors. There's an engineer station, which I'm not going to turn on, but you can do that and adjust things so we can actually repair on the fly. There's a stairway here. Takes us up to the 2nd level.
I'm gonna quantum.
Alright. So he's going to quantum, and I'm going to get into the observation post. So you can see that there's a little singularity thing right in front of us. We're actually in quantum. Right now, the animation doesn't play for anyone but the pilot.
No, it still plays. You probably just don't see much of it.
Right. Here we are. So we're out here. This is kind of the side loading station. There's a tractor beam to help put cargo in. It's not fully worked out yet, so that's one of the things that will be added later. But this is probably the prettiest part of the ship and that we see the most. So here we are. Once again on this moon. Ella. And we are going to be filling up this beast with cargo. How many credits do you have, sir?
I only have 8,000.
8,000.
Used a bunch of them doing other stuff.
Okay, so we're going to be filling up a little bit of this beast with cargo. We won't even get 2 SCU with that, but that's okay. Maybe 2.5. All right, so I'm running around. This is actually the command module, and he's firing the guns right now. Let me go ahead and jump in the co-pilot seat.
Your flares are online.
You can go to the observe dock down below.
I think we're gonna do that because I can't turn on the screen. I don't know where it is. Button. Okay. Yeah, so
Your flares are online. Your chaff is online.
all right. So here's some other screens. We have the support seats. And then here we have the or the ladder down here. And you have space for some bunks and the forward cargo tractor beam section. So down here it's pretty cool. Now, the way that this is supposed to work is that in an emergency, if we had to, we could actually release the cargo in the main module, and this module will actually shoot off the side of it, and we can maybe quantum away if our lives are more important than our cargo. So that's kind of like it's like the lifeboat module. It's pretty cool. I mean, you can see that you have everything that you need here to survive. There's still places to cook. I think there's a shower and a bathroom here, yeah. And then there's beds. It's pretty neat. But Drake typically never has escape pods, so the fact that it has an escape module is actually an added bonus.
Yep. It's the only thing in Drake fleet that has an escape pod.
Right. And Star Citizen is a little bit unique on the current market in that they're going to be going for a permadeath solution for characters. Now, that doesn't mean that every time that you die, you're dead forever, because in the future, they'll be able to bring you back, but there could be times when you have sustained too much damage and your character will just be dead. And at that point, you'll have to designate a next of kin, and you transfer all your items over. So, I mean, in a way, you still continue your progress, but there is a whole lot of bragging rights that'll be associated with having a character that gets old. And, you know, whether or not they're able to do this or not, one of their goals is to have your character actually age in the game to show how old they are. So instead of just being like, okay, you know, my character's a month old, maybe a month is a year in the game or something. It'll be interesting to see how they do that. But I, for one, look forward to having a day when my Admiral looks like Mark Hamill. Admiral Tim Katarn. Check that out. That's gorgeous. There's a screenshot for you. From the view of a spaceship that is moving towards a planet at high speed, there's the rings, there's the sun, and you can even see the swirls on the glass from where it was cleaned. And now he's firing the guns. Actually, let me go jump in the turret real quick. Where is that turret?
It's
Been a while.
down in the middle.
A access. Okay, that's the EVA hatch. Alright, now there's a catwalk up here above the cargo, and I just... Ooh. That was a bug.
Keep going down the catapult. Oh, did you get locked out?
No, I got into the structure of the ship. It was scary for a second. Alright, yeah, so there's a turret on the front. So I'm gonna get into the turret access. But here's also a station where you can open front, so I can deploy the front. Turn off the atmosphere. I don't have the ability to do this because I don't have admin on the turret. So here we go. So we're gonna go up and do that. Alright, so we're in the turret. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Alright, so we've turned on our power. And as you can see, there's the back of the ship. Over there is Shadow. I'm gonna shoot towards him. He's shooting his pilot's lasers. Very cool. And we're going to the Arc Corp mining area, which now that I'm in a pilot seat, we can see is about 200 kilometers away. The Caterpillar is big and slow, as you'd expect, so we're not gonna get there all that quickly. But in the event that, you know, we have pirates or whatever, the ship can defend itself slightly.
Yeah, there's a lot of dead spots.
Right. I left my ship unlocked and on the pad, so I wonder if somebody's gonna take it. Just remember that, because I can see it's still sitting back there. It's still back at Port Olisar. And this is
Middleborough would be fun.
This is a big ship too, so I mean it's a pretty big target. You can see it from a long way away. Plus, I think that our ion signature would be pretty intense. All right, let me go ahead and I'm gonna exit this. Go back into the ship itself. Can you do me a favor? Are you able to unlock the ship so I can open the doors and show them?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Just waiting for him to do that, and then I should be able to open the bow, and you guys can see out the front where we're going, which is a really, really cool view. Like I said, I used to have one of these, and I gladly got rid of it for the Starfarer, just because even though I like this, I think having a Starfarer is a pretty cool thing. Just being able to do the refueling of my ships, and the fact that it's a huge FPS level in space. Quite honestly, you could like be a crew member of a Starfarer and never have to go on another ship. It has everything that you need. So that's the other thing too. I mean, there are people like me, and obviously Shadow, that are paying a lot for this game, but you can just be a crew member if that's what you want to do. Like maybe your whole life you wanted to be an engineering officer in Starfleet. Well, guess what? I'm gonna need crew. You know, Shadow's gonna need crew. All the people that have big ships like this need people to help them run it. And we can both pay you, and it would be a really cool thing. So, I mean, there's definitely options out there. Not everyone has to spend thousands of dollars on a big ship. Let's go ahead and open up the front. There you go. Now you can see where we're going. And it's stuck again. So I know that there's an issue with the door states in the Caterpillar. It's a current bug that they're aware of. I'm gonna go ahead and go down here, and hopefully when we get out there it's still open, but I have a feeling it won't be. If I get too close, it'll probably suck me out, so I'm gonna retract it.
Yeah, be cautious.
There we go. See, it was open, and then it comes back in. But for some reason, it's not currently doing it. Let's see if we can do that again. Yeah, see? But, I mean, that's just a bug. It's not a big deal. People that look at stuff like this and say, see, they'll never have a game. I mean, I just feel bad for them. I know that they're probably trolling, but at the same time, some of them actually believe that. Alright, so we have the lower hallway over here. Let me show you guys some other stuff. There's a server room, all kinds of other stuff, and I think it's right above this. So we'll take the stairs up, ladder up. There we go. So now we're in the server access, which is kind of neat. So let's say that we're in a space battle, okay, and we start having systems that are being taken out because we're getting hit, and we can actually have somebody come back here and repair something. So they can come back here with a repair kit and work on fixing this while we're in the middle of battle. Battles are going to be time to kill that is enough for a multi-crew ship to repair. And pretty much what they've said is if you blow up another ship, you've done it wrong. Like, the whole thing is set up to... looks like your power plant's missing. There should be a power plant right there. Yeah, it's not here.
Yeah.
Oh well. And clearly the ship's still working. Here's our server access up here, so that totally looks like 90s server tech. Yeah, your power plant's gone. And then here we're back up.
Can't see anything. We're gonna crash. We're gonna crash so hard.
Okay, full thrusters back. Oh god. Oh, you're not joking. Alright, looks like you saved it. No. No, you certainly didn't. And, we're dead. We're dead, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, if you crash in a huge ship like that, it goes boom.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Wow.
It's okay. I'm not even mad that you killed me.
No, that was actually the first time I've crashed. Usually it doesn't just keep going straight.
Yeah. It's okay. So that can happen. That's one of the things that happens. It is a trap. The gravity of that planet trapped us and didn't let us go.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm gonna spawn a... I am going to spawn an Aurora. Because I want to show you guys what it's like to have one of the starter ships. So this is the low-end starter ship. I think the package with the game is like 30 bucks. And when you look at what Star Citizen is, I mean, people are like 30 bucks for a ship. Dude, you're paying $60 for an Xbox game that doesn't have a tenth of the gameplay of this, you know? Or the amount of hours that you can put into it. and basically like everything will be available in the game too. So that $30 is your gateway to having your own Caterpillar, or your own Starfarer, or your own maybe Javelin if you get enough people together. Alright, so I'm on AO7 with the starter ship. If you want to get a ship too, we can do cargo runs together.
No, you go for it. I'm actually gonna stop after this. I'm just watching
Okay.
an MDC go about his regular day.
Nice. So this is the Aurora MR. This is one of the starter ships. There's also the Mustang Alpha and Beta. We lovingly call this the what do we call this? The space cockroach, because it kind of looks like it.
Well, it's because everyone has one and it rarely gets destroyed.
Oh, that's another reason too. But here it is, Mustang, or sorry, Aurora MR. So one of the space ones. It has a bed here, so you can get in here and log out and save your progress, which is how you save progress in Star Citizen. I'm gonna enter the pilot seat for you guys, and we're gonna go back to that outpost, and I'm gonna fill this one up again, just so that you can see, you know, if you bought a starter package, what's possible for you right now in the game. The first thing is first, we're going to turn on the ship. So we will power on.
Welcome to Roberts Space Industries. Enjoy
The
the ride.
engine
System
somewhere.
Check.
Here we go.
Engines
on.
are on. Takeoff complete.
And you can see there's a difference. I can actually see the
Takeoff complete.
I can actually see the heads-up display like I'm supposed to be able to. So I can see both my speed and what's going on.
Landing gear raised.
So I've just raised the landing gear, and here you can see the ship from a 3D perspective in the sun, no less. Try to zoom out a little bit, and you can see that I'm in the ship and nothing's faked, so they can see me. Pretty neat. Alright, well, I really appreciate you playing with me tonight, Shadow. Thank you so much.
No, I
man.
had a blast. I was a blast playing Star Citizen.
Awesome. And you're invited anytime on the channel that I stream, so just let me know.
Cool, man. Granted, I haven't had a crash this entire 3.0, so I'm gonna have a blast.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues either. Awesome. Okay, so here we are. So let's go ahead and set our destination. Now I'm going to go back because right now, and the stuff fluctuates, so sometimes it may not be the most optimal place to go. But I'm going to set that as a destination. We're just going to keep doing cargo runs there until I have enough to get into a freelancer. So let's go ahead and set ourselves up for that. I'm only going to do one run in this ship because it's not optimal for me, but I just want to show you that it is 100% possible to use this ship and get good results. So I am adjusting my throttle. Now where is it? I think we're having that same issue again where it's not showing up for me. Somewhere around here. Okay, let me try again. So I should be able to... Should be able to click on that, but for some reason it's not showing up, so I'm going to click over here. And then back over here. Back. There it is. Alright, there's yellow.
Water drive is now on.
So this will be the view of, I think most people that play the game, this will be the first thing that you see. They completely reworked the RSI Aurora. It's pretty neat. Way better than it was before. The Mustang is currently going through a revamp, which I think looks even sexier. It's pretty neat, actually. ArcCorp mining is going to be on the left, so the planet's rotated and it's coming around. It was on the right whenever we came in before. That's 560, that's 830. So I'm going to go ahead and jump to this point, and then we'll use that to come in. At least I think. Let's look at the planet a little bit. So I want to go to ArcCorp mine. Set that as my destination. See if I can find it. It's kind of difficult to do. Kind of difficult to find this stuff. Port mining area. That's going to be my destination. we go. We've set that as the destination. Now let's see how I can get there. I think we're just gonna burn straight towards it. Nothing else looks like it's gonna give me a very good result. So now you can see on the left that my speed is increasing because I'm using my afterburner. And once it tops out, I can stop. The number on top, the 97, 98, that's my fuel, my hydrogen fuel for my thrusters. And that'll refuel over time as we go through hydrogen areas. There we go. You can see it's not pretty fast. It's 1,212 kilometers per hour, and we're actually I don't know what's going on with that. Why we're pitching down. Let's try it like this. So if you change vectors, you slow down, and then you have to build up your speed again. Let's do it like this. That way we'll get up to full speed. In the future, once you're doing your quantum drives for like 8 minutes, you'll be able to get out of your pilot seat and have the craft be on autopilot until you get to your destination, so you can go and do repairs or go hang out with people, check your weapons, maybe do some crafting, who knows, but it'll be really interesting. Alright, thank you, chemistry guy. Appreciate you. You still in here, Shadow? Yeah, I think he logged out for the night. My sleep pattern is all messed up. I'm having a good time. Alright, so we're about 400 kilometers out. Or have friendly relations. Yeah, I guess you could do that as well. There is a bed back there, chemistry guy. Not that you need one, but it's a thing. Alright, so I'm out of the party now because he's logged off. So it's just me. Here, we're gonna look around in the Aurora. So it's pretty neat. You have a pretty nice cockpit view. Kind of suspended up here, and you can see everything. I'm sure that we can get some really cool footage. Trying to get a good angle for you. There you go, there's a screenshot. Well, maybe if I didn't have all the stuff up, but that's pretty neat. Oh man, go you Canadian. I have to work today too. I have to do all the compliance stuff for the plan. But, I mean, I'm going to be compensated handsomely. Not a bad thing. Alright, so we're blasting in from space. If you're just joining us, we are playing Star Citizen. This is a really cool up-and-coming game. I really recommend it for anyone, especially at a $30 price point, guys. Think about that. You're paying more than double for a console game, and you get something like this that you can play right now. You can play this right now today with me if you were to get your own account, you know, get a ship package and get a game. And every time that they make an upgrade to the game, you get to get that. It's like early access, but it's even better because you matter. Now you can see down here you have these brackets. So this is a starter ship, but whenever we get cargo, it's going to go in there. And then I'm going to run it back to Port Olisar. So this is kind of how that works. It's pretty neat. Let's go back into first person. So you can see that the ArcCorp that we're going to is 236 kilometers away. So we're coming into it now. And every time that we come back, because the planet rotates, which means that these things are never in a fixed position. Sometimes we might have a really easy run, sometimes we might have to do a little bit more, you know, space trucking, essentially, to get there. But it is pretty neat how that works. Planet's also rotating away from me, I think, because all of a sudden my destination is blocked. I think it's over the horizon. Hopefully we rotate, or we're going faster than the rotation, and I think we are. Oh my goodness, me too. And I plan on living in this when it's done. I hope by then to be a full-time YouTuber. I mean, if you guys continue to like my stuff, then the dream is certainly alive. If you're interested in sponsoring the channel, if you like the things I do, it's $4.99 a month. There's a button on the chat where it says sponsor, and you'll get access to all of our cool emotes. We do a sponsor video every month. There'll be a live stream just for you guys, so you'll be the only ones that get to chat in it, and you can choose what game we play, etc. Do all kinds of stuff on the channel. All right, so let's go ahead and change our vector a little bit. There it is. So the ArcCorp mining area is dead ahead, 130 kilometers. I'm going to continue the hard burn into it. And this ship is not going to have that powerful of thrusters because it is a starter ship. So about 50 kilometers out, we're going to start to slow down so that we don't crash into it again. Cool emotes is definitely the thing. It's the latest rage. The ladies love it. Anyway, so this heads-up display that I have right in front of me here, and you can see it as I turn, it stays in the center. That should actually be on the other ship too, and the fact that it's missing is probably a bug. So that's why I didn't know how fast I was going, I didn't know how much quantum fuel I had. Those things are actually pretty important. Alright, so we're starting to come in, and we're going to start interacting with what little atmosphere it does have pretty soon. So you're going to see, like, even right now my ship is not flying pretty straight. Here we go. Now it's starting to pitch all over the place. I'm kind of skipping off the top of the atmosphere a little bit, about 60 kilometers out. I'll let it continue until we get down to 50, and then I'll start trying to get control of the ship. Like, the ship has its own flight computer that's trying to keep it level. Alright, so we're 50 kilometers out. I'm going to dial back the throttle to about 50%. See if I can bring us down. You see, we're still going over 1,000 kilometers per hour, so it's pretty fast, actually. Now I'm going to start putting in some retro thrusters. And you see our speed is coming down significantly now. I'm just holding down my retro thruster button. It's firing my front thrusters. It's really helping. 500 kilometers. We're 16 kilometers out from our outpost. Bringing it down. Now we're in a nice controlled speed. Okay, now this is a number I can work with. Alright, so we're not going to crash and burn this time. Now I'm in sub-thruster speed, so I can go back up to 100, and I should have no problem controlling this under 200 kilometers per hour. Here we go. Much better than last time. I might sound like I'm younger than you are, but I'm significantly older, so I can't do anything about my voice, unfortunately. I hope that you see by the way I talk and the things I talk about that I'm older. Alright, so the mining area is about 5k out. We can kind of start to see the buildings in the distance. It's kind of cool how it's in the middle of this frozen crater lake. This is by far my favorite of the planets. Alright, so 2k out. I can see the landing pads now. I'm gonna go ahead and pull back the throttle. Full thruster reverse. Alright. So we have made it. Blakey donated $5 Australian to the channel. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, man. Awesome.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright, so we've deployed our landing gear. Let's go ahead and calm the station first to make sure that we have permission to land. Real important. Anyone else would be considered hostile, right? Thank you so much for your donation, man. I appreciate you. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've calmed the station. We're good. They know that we're coming in. I think that's the outpost that we want there, so I'm going to go ahead and use that as my landing pad. So I will orient with the horizon here. There we go. Let's go back a little bit. And you can kind of see that thruster on the left over there. It's moving whenever I move. I'm going to go into third person for this so that you guys can really see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take it down. Taking the ship down, and then I'll reassess once I can see the ground. Make sure that we are on track for the landing pad. Alright, so you can see a couple things. One, I need to level out. You can see the thruster moving, that's making that happen. Secondly, I need to go back. So I'm going to go back so I get right in the nice center of this landing pad. Here we go. No auto land here, this is 100% me. And we're just going to take it down nice and slow. 5 meters from touchdown, and touchdown. Awesome. Let's go ahead and kill the engine. Engine off. Power off. Open the exterior, and we're gonna exit the ship. Very cool. So we made it. I really do like the reworked version of this ship. You can see it has a nice, tasteful blue lighting. Man. There it is. RSI Aurora MR. This is a starter ship in this game, so if this is something you're interested in, definitely check it out. I also have a link in the description, which is a referral code for Star Citizen. You will start out with a little bit extra money when the game is actually released. If you use that link, it also helps me out as well. So I really appreciate that. If you decide to get into the game, please check that out. Let's go ahead and use the airlock here. Now, keep in mind that we could actually see other people here, and they could be hostile. So I don't know how many people are going to be playing on New Year's Eve right now, but this is a weapons hot zone, so I could get shot just for being here by another player if they so chose. Let's go ahead and take that Aurora MR. Now, we have a couple different choices for what we can buy. Laranite has been our best seller, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to get 3 SCU, which is all that my ship can handle. So I'm going to purchase that. Alright, got it. And I'll close that. So I still have 27,000 in case something happens. Like, for example, if my ship gets blown up with that cargo, I'm going to lose that money. I can get the ship replaced through my insurance program, but they're not going to replace any of the cargo that I had. I think Serenity is like real close to the Freelancer. The Freelancer is like a mix of Serenity and the Planet Express. At least the first version of it really was, with the ramp that came out of the front. But here you go. We've had the cargo delivered. And I guess they're not modeling it yet. I thought for sure it would go into that cargo hold right there, but it must be somewhere else in the ship. All good. So let's just double check it. I don't know how the inventory system for the ship works. Just looking, see if it's on here anywhere. Alright, so some of these buttons don't work yet, but they will in the future. So we have the Aurora MR. Anyway, I don't think this works either. Alright, let's go ahead and get back up here. So we're going to enter the ship. And we're going to take it back to Port Olisar. Pilot seat. You have to be a thin guy to do this, clearly. Alright, let's go straight to flight ready. Like I said, I don't like to be vulnerable here.
Welcome
And let's
to Rocket Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
let's get out of here. So we're thrusting off.
Shields max. Landing gear raised.
Okay, and also the landing gear is the thing. Let me show you this. So when it says landing gear retracted, that's what it means.
Landing gear raised.
How cool is that? Alright. Let's go ahead and set our destination. Alright, Port Olisar, we gotta get back here. It revolves around Crusader. And there it is. Set as destination. Simple as that. Now, just need to get it in my sights, so I gotta find it. Out here somewhere. Alright, so we are burning out of atmosphere. It's awesome. You can see that it's just going up and up and up. I'll hold down the thrusters while we do that. We have 95% of our thruster fuel left. Have to keep an eye on that. Our afterburner's down. Alright. So this is good enough for now, because I knew that any movement I made would change it. Should be around here. I think we're having that bug again, so I'm going to choose another location. And then come back. Okay. See if I can see it now. There it is. Yep. And we're going to go ahead and make our jump.
Bottom drive is now on.
Here we go. Well, David, they don't have a traditional release model because we get to play it now, so it'll probably be years, quite honestly, like 2020, 2021, until Star Citizen is in a, quote, release state where they feel like the game is completed to a point that they want to call it a release. But the fact that we can play it now means that, and that it's crowdfunded, means there's no publishers, there's no, like, if it isn't done by this day, we're gonna get rid of it kind of thing. So, you know, Chris Roberts, who's the lead developer on the project, has said many times that he expects it never to have a release date in that traditional sense, but I mean, clearly the game's gonna be done and finished at some point. They're just more interested in getting it done correctly and doing that, and the fact that you can play it now is pretty awesome. So here we are, we're on Strut A again, working off Strut A today. Gonna go ahead and use the landing surface, and they're gonna assign me a landing pad.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Right? Let's see,
Landing gear deployed.
when are they giving us now? Hey, it's our old pad, my old haunt. So we'll come in here. And I'm gonna land at this time. I've been focusing on auto land, mostly because I didn't have this horizon guide. Take us right down. There we go.
Landing complete.
Not bad. Except the captain can't
Landing
land.
complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Engine off, power off, open the exterior, and let me out. Right. So there we are. I'll also show you guys the bed. I don't want to get in, but there's a bed in there. So you can log out. And Star Citizen, if you log out, and this is a freelancer. I really want one of those. I have one, but I'm letting myself take it out yet till I've made the prerequisite money. Here we are. Yeah, so basically if you like this the way it is right now and you want to play it, you totally can. If you were to buy the $30 game package, use my link. It'll give you more cool stuff when you do it. If you were to buy that game package, you could download this game, about 35 gigabytes, and play like I'm doing right now. You can explore, heck, I mean, you can have a fighter ship if that's more your style. I mean, even the Anvil Hornet up here, that has cargo. The Aurora has cargo and can also be used as a fighting ship if you need to. Basically, right now I have most of the cargo ships because that's what I'm working on. Let's go ahead and sell this. So we're gonna switch over to the Starfarer, which is full of Laranite, and we're gonna sell that for 72 AEU. Look at that, we just made 21,000 credits. Got it. Alright, so we've succeeded, so we have about 50 grand. I'm halfway to a Starfarer, and life is pretty good right now. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Yeah, it's running a ton smoother. I'm very happy with the frame rate and performance right now. I mean, it's only gonna get better. That's the other thing too. People get all upset. They're like, oh, it's it's sub 60 FPS. Like, dude, we were playing an alpha that is like barely being. It's a bunch of systems that are thrown together. It's not optimized, and the fact that it runs even this good is pretty surprising. Let's go ahead and retrieve the core again, so we can make more money on that. And I like that ship a little bit better.
To the following landing pad.
So we're going to take that out, and we're going to try a different one this time. Let's see what else are they buying. Because even though we're making a really good profit on that, there might be something else that's being paid even better. So the barrel... Okay, they're only buying that for 15. Because I remember it being available for... I can't remember what they were selling it for. Should have taken a screenshot. Diamond, they're only buying it for 15. Gold is 31. Processed food is 15. Waste is 0. The Eric... This one's interesting. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and let's go to another shop and see what they have. So, we've been making that cargo run. We're going to try something a little different. Do you guys remember where we put my ship? There it is. It's up there. Must be this way. Alright, we're cycling the airlock. Alright, we're back out here. Somebody has their Constellation right here. Pretty cool multiplayer ship. I will definitely show those off to you because I have them too. But like I said, the purpose of this stream is really to work my way up the ranks as a new player and what you could expect. So here we are, MISC Reliant core. It's my Delta Wing fighter. It's a starter ship. It can do a little bit of anything. Whatever you want it to do, really. Just did a quick run around it, make sure everything's okay. Open it up here. Alright. Turn on our light as we come in here to inspect it, so we have our cargo areas here and here. I think that they are also going to have different versions of this that might have like medical facilities or rescue facilities or repair, perhaps. I'm not really sure. So we have a co-pilot seat and the pilot seat. Get into the pilot seat. Alright, so we have a freelancer up there. Just kind of looking at our general traffic, make sure there's nobody above us whenever I fly out of here. Go ahead and power on the ship. Check all of our systems.
Hello. MISC Reliant.
Alright, turn on the engines. Engines on.
Sequence complete. Landing gear up.
Alright, so I've changed it, so we switched... Here, let me show you this again. So when you switch over, the ship turns, and the pilot seat turns too. So you can see that from the back, but this is where it's really cool. So you see me over there on the right. Whenever I go into flying mode, I'm now on top of the ship. And the co-pilot is actually sitting below me. So instead of us sitting side by side, it changes. It's pretty neat. A little bit different. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to set us up to go to Daymar this time. Set that as our destination. We'll see if the pip shows up or not. I might have to... Here, we're going to do the other trick again. We'll set this as my destination. Back to Daymar. Okay, there it is. Now I can see it. Alright, and you can actually see that planet because it's getting some pretty good sun right now. Side. Let's go ahead.
Engaged.
Were you selling the same stuff, Uncle Van? Alright, so here we are. So we have a few different options. I'm looking at it. I like to stay with the mining facilities. I find that they have had some of the best success for me. So I want to go to Kudra ore, so I'm going to go out here to this spot now.
Quantum travel engaged.
I'm going to come back in. There's also the Shubin mining facility, whichever one is closer. I don't really care.
Quantum travel complete.
Alright, so Shubin mining facility is 300 kilometers away. The ArcCorp mining area, Kudra ore is 400, so we're going to go to the Shubin mining facility. Alright, so we'll aim just above the planet because we understand with the curvature it's probably going to be on the far side there. So now I'm going to start burning hard for atmosphere. Maybe. I was having problems with the ship before, I'm really hoping I'm gonna die. No. Okay, I think we're at max speed. See, the heads-up display is missing, so because of that I just have to guess, but it doesn't feel like the thrusters are actually on. Still good. Alright, yeah, and here you can see what it looks like now. As we do this planet. This planet is actually different. We've been going to Yela before, Yela, which is the ice planet. This one is actually a desert planet. It does have an atmosphere, and when I start to come into it, you'll definitely notice it looks a lot different. Pretty neat, though. Alright, so we're burning for the facility pretty quickly. Uncle Van, whenever you did your run, did you buy the same stuff that I bought, or did you buy something else? Because I was showing that the Larisite, or whatever it was giving me almost like a 2-to-1 profit ratio. It was a pretty good haul. I don't expect to make that much here at Shubin. I'm not sure what I'm going to buy, but we'll take a look at it and try to figure out what's going to be the most profitable on this run. And I also want to say Happy New Year to everybody, too. FPS is pretty good, man. I haven't had any concerns about the FPS. Let's see if I can... I don't know, what is the... is it... R... display... Something like that? Can't remember. Display stats... Something like that. I can't remember what the show FPS command is, if anyone remembers. Give me a second. I'm gonna Alt-Tab out real quick so you may lose the sound. Oh no! Apparently it's still taking my mouse inputs though. Gotta fix it before we die. Redding out. My guy's breathing heavy. Oh, that was scary. Wow. Alright. Well, that was almost disastrous. So I guess I can't Alt-Tab right now because it's still going to grab my mouse as I get out. So let me go ahead and get this set up so that we're back on course. Yeah, I don't know what's going on because it shouldn't be doing that. It's like taking me down, so I guess the gravity of the planet is grabbing me right now. There we are. It's still bringing my nose down. It's weird. Well, it's not a planet, it's a moon, but to me, if you have something this big in the game that would take me 4 days or more walking in a straight line, hoping the server doesn't crash to actually make a full rotation of it on foot, that's a planet. Yes, I realize it would take me, years to walk the Earth on foot, but still, this is a huge achievement. R display info equals 3. Thank you. Alright, so it looks like we're at about 22, 23 FPS, but it's not bad. I mean, this is probably the lowest it's been, quite honestly. That's rough, man. Are you buying it there? Or are you selling it there? Oh, here we go. So you can see I'm entering the atmosphere now. Check that out. Just like the space shuttle, we're burning off the top of the atmosphere. How neat is that? Re-entry. That is cool. That is really cool. Alright, so we made it in. I'm in the atmosphere now. My stick's all over the place. About 50k out, so same thing that we did last time. I'm going to start trying to slow down a little bit. Doesn't look like it's working very much. One, I have no idea what our speed is because it's saying that it's a bug. Alright, so we're about 40 kilometers out. We're going really slow because I'm not using my afterburners right now. My guy is breathing pretty heavy too. There we go. Yeah, that's really rough, Uncle Van. I don't know what's going on there. Thankfully for me, I did make some money. Although I have a feeling I'm probably going to break even or do worse on this trip. And plus, I need to account for fuel, which I haven't been doing. Alright, so we're 25k out. I'm going to burn a little bit harder. See if we can get... It is kind of hard to fly, not knowing your speed or anything. $17k, and it's also looks like the terminus line is approaching us pretty quickly, so we're gonna get to see a sunrise here. This will be awesome for you guys. See it in the horizon. The sun is coming up. Right, 7k out. Start to pull back on the stick a bit because I don't really know how fast I'm going. Not bad, and we can see the lights. Yeah, the sun's starting to come up. It's starting to get bright. Let's get down there in time to watch it. Alright, we're nice and controlled. And you can see that this is a much bigger outpost. They have 3 pads. The one that we were going to isn't as big of a facility. Okay. So we're here. Let's go ahead and get a pad. See, it doesn't really work here, but I at least like to do it, even if it's just roleplay. I can't tell, honestly, if it helps at all.
Landing gear down.
Alright, so we're switched back into landing mode. And what'll be really cool is whenever I have my head tracker and I can actually look down and see how we're doing. I have no idea how we're doing, which is why we're going to do this in third person. Make sure that we're actually on the pad. Doesn't look like we are. Go ahead and take us over a little bit. Go to the other way. Forward. Oh, too much forward. Ah! And I start touching the stick and it all... Alright. Put it down. Back a little. Alright, there we are. Ow. A little bit of pain. That was not the best landing we had. I shouldn't be doing third person. Really hard to do it. Turn off the engine. Or off the ship. Open it up. Alright, let's go. Check it out. See what we can buy here. Alright, you can see our frame rate has been a consistent 22. Anyone that says that it's unplayable under 60 FPS, I say no. As long as you have a consistent frame rate, your frame rate is really a non-issue. Within reason. I mean, 5 FPS would be a problem, but 20 is almost cinematic, right? Storage, yeah. Storage. Alright, so I should be able to get stuff here into my ship. I have a Devil's Canyon 4i7 4790K and a GTX 1080, 32 gigabytes of RAM, which is important. The 32 gigabytes. I need to turn off the light because I can't see. There we are. Buy for my Reliant core. What are they selling? Diamond is being bought for, I think it was like 15 AUEC, which is not very good. I think they were buying quartz for a lot more than this. Quartz or fluorine. Let me see, just 1 second. Sorry if you're getting motion sick watching me. Let me see. Shadow had given us a pretty cool guide on our Praxus forum. Let me try to find it. I don't know where he posted it. An error occurred while processing the request. Damn. Wonder if they shut it down. Google. Sure. Okay, so I have to sign in here. Hold on 1 second for me. Email Star Citizen handle. Here we go. So now maybe I can see the trade manager. No? Okay, so I think it's still broken. Crap. Unfortunate, but just have to guess. Sorry, guys. Let's see, what do we have? I understand Canadian. The only reason I can do it is because this is like business in a way. Okay, so fluorine goes for 3. Ouch. This is really rough. So we're like getting nothing. Alright, so we're gonna go with diamond. I mean, worst case scenario, I make very little money. But we got it. We filled up our SCUs with diamonds. Let's go see if I can sell them to anybody. Alright, we're cycling the airlock. Very cool. Get out of here quickly, because... Oh, dude, that is gorgeous. Oh, that's right. The sunset's coming up, so let's wait for that. In fact, some of this stuff is pretty freaky. We're gonna go over here. I'm gonna leave my ship there for now. I'm gonna go shut it real quick. So nobody can steal it. And I'm gonna take a bike and go up on the mountain. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna get a bike off of here. I think I have my Nova, or my Apex Nox, I don't see it. So in here I can spawn a bike. I'm gonna go up on top of the mountain and watch the sunrise. See here, my FPS had got up to like 25 there. Here it is. Oh, I have to claim it. Claim, pay the expedited fee, sure, go back. It'll be ready in 2 minutes. So while it's ready, we can chill out in here and take a look. So those polygons are just a graphical issue. It's pretty neat. So here I am. Millions of miles, thousands of miles, at the very least, away from where we started. I've flown down. I've made a cargo run, and this is only one part of Star Citizen. I'm just... Yeah, it looks like there's some issues here. That shouldn't look like that. And this should be okay too, but yeah, overall, not bad. I really wish I could read this. It's like my level of detail right now. All right, glad to see that you like it. Very cool. Happy that you're getting something out of this. I like to play, but if I play, I might as well stream it because I feel somebody else will be able to do that. A lot of my friends don't understand that because not everybody has the same kind of PCs. So they're kind of like, why would you do that? They can just play it themselves, and yeah, you totally can, but not everybody does or can, and so I like to be able to help you guys out as well. So if you like the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. It really shows me that there's a reason for me to continue doing this. I like doing it, but I have to justify it to my wife too. Yeah, so the level of detail in here is a little screwed up. No big deal. I would love to be able to read these because each of these actually has text on it, and it would be a nice way to pass the time. It's starting to get a little brighter out there, so I gotta hurry because I definitely want to get up there. 30 seconds left on the Nox to come back. Now the Nox is kind of like a crotch rocket, essentially. It's very quick. And the style is kind of like a MotoGP one, whereas the Drake Dragonfly is kind of like a chopper, where you're in a more relaxed style, which is pretty cool. I had a bunch of Dragonflies. I switched them out for other ships. I'll be getting them back at some point here. So we'll go ahead and retrieve this now. Alright, so it is out there on the landing pad for me. There it is. There's my Nox. Hopefully the right way up, because I'm not very good at flying it whenever it's not. There we go. Alright, so the sun is definitely coming up from that direction. I think it is. Alright, here it is. It's on its side, unfortunately. Whoever delivered it here clearly didn't care about it, just threw it off the truck. Let's go ahead and get on this and have some fun. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is turn it on. We'll just go straight to flight ready.
Systems activating. Systems on.
Alright, there we are.
Shields fully charged.
And I think that's probably a bug too, because you can see like my controls are slightly off center. But we're just gonna go a little bit. I'm not gonna go that fast. I don't want to die. This thing is really fast. You have the ability to go over rocks and stuff. And you have the ability to roll it over and kill yourself. Don't do that. I don't even know how this is happening. I can't see anything. I wish I knew what the light command was if there was a light. Okay, so there's also a flight mode with this. I also had a problem with it before where I couldn't get down. So I'm hoping that's no longer the case. Yeah, we can see the sunrise on the horizon out here. Pretty cool, actually. Alright, so we're out here, and I can't really get down, so I don't know what's going on with the bike. I think this bike might be bugged. I could turn off the engine, but that would probably lead to my death. And we do have the precious cargo to look after. But this is pretty neat. You can see the sun coming up on the horizon. I don't know if you guys know how to get one of these down. But apparently it's not really responding to my commands. I don't know if it's just my bike or everybody's bike, but I was having problems with this before, and eventually it just went down on its own. Alright, so the mining facility is actually 10k below me, which is kind of freaky to think I'm 10k up in the atmosphere. But I seriously cannot get down. See, it's in hover mode, but I really just want to put it in atmospheric flight mode. Let's go ahead and take a look at the options so I can figure out how to do this. Key bindings for flight advanced. Landing mode toggle. Decouple mode. Let's see. Looking for some kind of... Oh, lights on off. Be good. Maybe 1 or 2. Just trying to see for the See, there should be something specifically for ground vehicles. I'm just trying to see if there's anything like that on these controls. I don't see it. Okay. Go ahead and go back. First of all, 3 turns your lights on and on, which is really good to know. There we go. It's finally letting me do stuff. Okay, looks like we're in flight mode, which is bad. You're not supposed to be at the brake atmosphere in this, and I'm pretty sure I just did. So thankfully the precious cargo is not that expensive, because we're gonna... probably gonna die. Here we go. Cuban mining facility is 40 kilometers out, and we're in space. So that wasn't supposed to happen. I wonder if we'll die when we come into space. I don't think they fixed that bug yet, but very possible.
Flare on. Flare fired.
Just shot a flare off. It's kind of cool. And here you can kind of see me in third person. So I'm flying a space bike in space where I'm not supposed to be. It's actually all kinds of bad. This would be bad for everybody involved, really. See, and now it's not even responding to my controls. There we go. Alright, so we're coming down, slowly but surely. Hopefully my ship is still there. Pretty scary how this works, guys. But once they get this worked out, man, this is going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So it looks like 50 meters per second, or not meters per second, kilometers per second is the fastest I can go with this in space. Is there even a planet in front of me, or did we like totally bug out there? Yeah, there is. It just it looks so dark. It looked like space. I was really worried. Oh, I don't know what just happened. Did I just eject? I think, guys, I think I just ejected. That was craziness. That was awesome. I just like ejected myself from it. Is everything on? Engine on.
Landing gear down. Engines off. Engines on.
All right. Well, it's a good bit scary. All right. Let's see if we can go faster. Nope. Hey, I'm willing to press every button here if it makes this this work a little better. That. Okay. Well, that's fun. Alright, so we're about 33 kilometers out. Going towards the planet. We're still in space. Yeah, planetary landing on the future equivalent of a motorcycle. That's right. Of course, I would think it'd probably go faster than this. So I don't know why it's going so slow. See the there should be a way to change it, but it even said it had landing gear out whenever I got into it, which is really strange because I didn't know that this stuff even had landing gear. And I think that this is all kinds of bugged because yeah, now you can see. Like before I was trying to move it over here and it wouldn't let me. So I could exit this ship into 0G, which I don't want to do. In fact, I just want to get down to the surface and get my ship and get out of here. So what started out with good intentions has clearly gone awry. Let's see, so that would take... Oh! Oh, is it not letting me... Landing gear up. Alright, good. Now we're back in hover mode. Which means I can't get down. Or, yeah, we can get down. Pretty fast, actually. Probably gonna die. Now I'm falling through the atmosphere. Kinda cool looking, though. Let's do it like this. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we've made it through the outer layer of the atmosphere. Now we're just falling at a pretty fast rate. It's actually a lot of fun. Just leave that on as we fall through the atmosphere. Let's get us on the ground. Well, that part will definitely happen. Alright, we are coming down pretty quickly. So we're at 10K. Current altitude is 10,000, 9,000. Once we get to about 1,000, I'll try to punch the drive forward to see if I can restore some of this momentum so I don't hit the ground so hard. $7,000. Oh yeah, we're getting down nicely now. $6,000. Still don't know where my ship is. Looks like it's right under me, so I'm making a big... I can't really tell what that says anymore. So, unfortunately, I can't see what the screen says. I'm just just looking and noticing that, well, the planetoid is getting pretty close to us. Still falling. Actually, are we still falling? Doesn't look like it. I think we're stuck. Engine off. Yeah, we're not going down at all. How about power off? Oh, there we go. Now we're definitely falling. Light ready. Ah!
Systems activating. Systems on.
Okay, so that's how we're gonna get down. We're in altitude. Now we're
Shields
falling again.
fully charged.
And still falling. Still can't tell, though. Just what the... Oh, we're only 300 meters off the ground. See how much this hurts.
Landing gear down.
Alright, there we go. We're in altitude 94. Alright, so the Shubin mining facility and my ship is about 8 kilometers in this direction. So I'm gonna burn to it pretty hard. Not bad. So we're about 125 meters off the ground. Now, whenever this is working correctly, this is a lot of fun, as you can see. I'm flying out here, having a blast. I'm about to slam into the planet. Alright, we're about 6K away. So this is kind of neat, and if it was daylight, I would totally zip through the canyons and stuff, but since I can't see anything, it's a little safer for me to be up high like this. Alright, so here we are, coming up towards the mining facility. 5K out. Hey, so we survived. We survived a complete malfunction in our bike, so even in the future there will be problems. Maybe somebody hacked our bike, I don't know. It was a lot of fun. Lights. Yeah, I'm trying to hit the lights. Like 3 is the lights, but apparently they don't actually do much. So we're about 17 meters above the surface. We gotta be real careful. But it is cool to see this actually working correctly and not... Oh, I shouldn't really play with it too much. $3K out. So you guys can see it. Yeah, I have lights on apparently. Maybe those are my lights. This kind of feels like Tron in a way. Like that. This is totally my light cycle. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Alright, and there you can see where I'm going, too. So after all that, we wanted to see the sunrise, but the sun is still really far because this is one of the bigger moons. So we're just going to get our stuff and get out of here. Cuban mining facility is straight ahead. I'm going to ditch this and take my ship and leave. I don't know if we'll make any cash on this at all. Alright, so we are at... Alright, so we've made it back. Go ahead and put this on the ground.
Landing gear up.
Alright, so let's turn it off. Alright, so that's the most fun you can have with your clothes on, guys. Really. I mean, all the way up into space, all the way back down, not a scratch on it. I didn't die. It didn't always follow my commands or do anything that I told it to do, but you know what? That was fun, and that was totally Tron style. So now here's my ship. It's been waiting for me. Thankfully, nobody has come here to blow it up or steal it. So let's take the precious cargo back to Port Olisar. Man, this is awesome. And here we are. We've got diamonds in here. Turn on our light so we can see it. I don't know if it's marked. Sometimes they're marked. Could be marked inside that doesn't show. Alright, so that's our cargo. Go ahead and close the door. And we'll turn off the light before we get in the pilot seat so I can actually see. Alright, let's do this. How awesome is that? Okay, that is so cool. So first we're going to set our destination. I'm going to send it for Daymar. Oh, we're on Daymar. Let's put it for Yela. Set as destination, and now I can go for Port Olisar. So that maybe I actually can see the record. Alright. F5 is the... No, 5. F5 used to be the shortcut to flight ready. Alright.
Hello. How can MISC help you today? Systems on.
Oh, I don't know why it did that.
Shield charge complete. Landing gear up.
Alright, so we're good. Now we're trying to get to Port Olisar, which is this way somewhere. Burning for atmosphere to get out of here. I really don't know where Port Olisar is. I can't see it, so now that we're doing this again, we're gonna go ahead and do Yella. Alright. Olisar again and hopefully see it. There it is. Alright, so even though it's obstructed, there's a fun bug that I can still go there.
Engaged.
Which helps me, because I'm doing this for speed. There it is. Alright, Port Olisar, let's go ahead and
Quantum travel
bring
complete.
ourselves in, orient ourselves to the correct station. Right, power back. Man, nice. Here we are at A-strut. Now I'm going to get permission to land and get a landing pad. Port Olisar landing services.
Assigned landing bay.
I don't know what that is, so we'll find out.
Landing gear down.
Alright, so where are they going to put me today? Pad 01. Perfect. Happy to do that. I'm going to try to land this manually. I could use the auto land, but I have more fun like this. Go ahead. Trying to get the orientation right. There we go. I can't really tell if I'm on the pad, but I think I am. It's pretty good. Let me free look it real quick. Yeah, maybe a little bit over. There we go. No, I'm just gonna take it down. Slow.
Landing successful.
Perfect landing every time.
Landing complete.
Head and power
Doesn't
off.
say.
Exit it. I'm not gonna open the cargo on the back until I'm actually there. So we have the precious cargo. Right, so I can see. There we go. Alright, let's go sell our diamonds. I think we paid what, like 14 for it maybe? Let's say we paid 14 for the diamonds. If anyone can remember, let me know in the chat. The price was that we paid. I should have wrote it down.
Welcome to the Port Olisar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue.
Excuse me. Alright, let's go ahead and sell those diamonds. So we're going to sell from my MISC Reliant core. And they're going to pay 18, so we didn't make very much at all. Sell the diamond. I made maybe 2,000 credits. I think we were at like 48 something, so now we're at 51. So that's not the best, that's definitely not the best run, but we kind of just were willy-nilly with it. I didn't know what we should do. So I think I'm going to stop here for tonight. I hope that you guys had a happy new year and that you enjoyed the stream. If you enjoyed the stream, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I will have another episode of Star Wars Rebellion out maybe later today, so you should look for that. And I do have to work today, but when I'm done, I'm going to try to work more on the Stellaris episode, so you're going to see that too sometime this week. So I appreciate you guys, and my name is Captain Katarn. I'll see you in the verse. Thanks for watching.